guys, today we're at Dallas Castle in St. Andrew. It's the home of Jamaica's former ambassador to the UN, Stafford Neil, and his wife Joan. It's set on several acres with wide expanses of lawn, lush vegetation. There's even an aqueduct and a river. Ambassador Neil is going to take us on a tour, so come with us. Oh, Ambassador, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Nice to see you again.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Humble, this is just fabulous. This is beautiful.
Well,
How long have you been here?
well, we bought this place in 1999 and we've been living here since 2008.
2008.
And we retired and this is our retirement home.
Wow, it's some place. How many acres is this really?
It's 22 acres
22
in all,
acres.
but most of it is, you see that ridge up there?
Yes.
Most of it is up there.
It goes as far up as there?
As the top of that ridge.
Wow, that looks like a bowl.
It goes down.
Yeah.
A lot of bamboo is up there. Plenty bamboo. You can see them.
And then there's a river down here.
Yes.
And fabulous. You're going to show me around?
Yes.
I'm interested in this Bougainvillea. That is the color of your shirt.
Yes. Well, it's one of these with variegated leaves.
Yes.
The leaves are actually pretty. They are green and
So they're just
yellow.
coming back up
They're coming
now?
back up.
Mm-hmm.
It was very beautifully developing with flowers and the leaves. And then one day, it was in a pot, incidentally. It just blew over. The wind got into it and overturned it.
So it came out totally?
It came out of the ground, out of the pot. The pot fell down. So what we did was to take it out of the pot, replant it here, and you can see it springing back.
How long ago was that?
This is about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, recently. So
Yes.
that's why it has lost all the leaves.
All the
because
leaves.
It's not usual to see Bougainvillea without leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
But when it springs back, it would be
Right,
very
but
nice and spread
it's
out.
so interesting, the body of it, the
okay.
branches, how they interlock.
Well, I'm going to trim it back and shape it back up.
Yes, yes.
It's sort of tilted a little to this side,
Okay. Mountain range would that be part of?
This is part of the Blue Mountains, the eastern side of the Blue Mountains.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what these are called, except
Yeah, but it's part of the Blue Mountains.
up there was called after a place that side, Good Hope.
Okay.
But I don't know if the mountain is called Good Hope Mountain.
Yeah.
But it's part of it's the eastern part of the Blue Mountains.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the history of the place, because I see all these old stone buildings. That part you added.
Yes, this is a new
But it's a
development.
nice addition the way you have done it.
We tried.
It works well.
We tried with it. And well, the architect designed it.
Yes.
But that is the
But
older
all of the
one.
stone, no, this is new stonework.
This is new stonework.
Oh,
yes.
to tie it in with the old
Right.
building.
Right.
And that building you said belonged to
The
original
the
owner.
overseer, no, not the old great house was actually up on the hill above us here. It
Right.
was destroyed by Hurricane Charlie in 1951.
Okay.
But this was the
This would be the overseer's house.
Yes.
Okay.
Which they had to move to. With the family then was a Woodward family. Because the Dallas family left in the 18th century.
Yes.
So they lived here.
Okay. And the Dallas family, I think, went to
The United
States. And then I was hearing that that's how Dallas would have, it was named after the...
It was named after Dallas from the Dallas family here.
Right.
Alexander Dallas, who migrated in the 18th century, his son became vice president and
Okay.
was also secretary of the treasury at one stage.
Yes.
So I gather from what we have read that Dallas was actually named after him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, Dallas
Yeah.
in Dallas, Texas was named after him, although I can't document it, but this is what
Okay.
we're told.
Okay.
But although he didn't actually live in Dallas, but it was named after him, he was a prominent figure
Okay.
as a political leader in the country.
What would this building be?
I can't
the
say.
scheme of things?
The history of Dallas Castle is quite obscure
Yes.
because there's no research done on what happened. And the people left. You see, the family left in sometime in the 18th century, as I said, and therefore after that, of course, other people bought it and whatever, but it's one of the
house,
there were
the
slaves
buildings
there
were-
and whatever, and it's at the entrance here of the property. I don't know,
Maybe the house slaves.
but maybe. And the ruins extend actually along
Yes.
there. It goes right across actually.
Yes.
You can see some old pillars.
The bamboo that's on top.
I put it there.
You put that there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, it's just.
And it works well with the stone wall and the wooden windows.
right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I put it up there to give it a little character.
Character. That's right.
But the history to it is recently. It's a
Yeah,
Neil
that's
initiative.
a recent thing. That's an interesting addition.
Yes.
Yeah. So you spend a lot of time here, I guess,
Yeah,
in the
man.
gardens each
Yeah.
day
Every day I'm out here until night.
until night,
Yes, because I like.
tending the garden.
Yes.
What does it do for you?
Well, it gives me a lot of pleasure just
Yeah.
to see the gardens and the birds, the hummingbirds, and
Yeah.
just to see things grow. And,
Yes.
You know, the colors, and I think I make a lot of changes. I say there's a pink needed here.
Yes.
Or the red needs to go in here to break the or you will see I put in a lot of whites.
Yes.
I put in white to give it, bring out other colors.
Yes.
So I sit down and I say, what should I do with this or what?
Oh.
So that
wow.
is what preoccupies me. I don't just walk around with a blank
Yeah.
head.
But you do some of the work yourself because
Yes.
that's
but-
great exercise.
Yes.
Yes.
Even just walking.
Walking because it's so big.
Yeah. But I end up doing most. Morris, my man, does the most of the work.
Mowing, and I notice he's on one of those that you drive. because
Yes,
There's so
well,
much he has to use a driving mower. What are they
Right.
called again?
Huh?
The mower, that kind of.
Yeah, it's
When we came in, he was driving. The
yes.
mower.
This is a mahogany.
Wow, look at this trunk.
It's very valuable. I
Yes.
mean, lumbermen would love it because
Yes.
that is oak,
Uh-huh.
and this is mahogany.
Mahogany.
We have quite a lot of oak.
This
in
has
this
been here a
property.
long time. Look
Yes.
at the trunk.
I'm preserving it. I will.
You
protect
will
it
not
against-
cut this
no,
one down.
not at all. Not at all.
All right, I noticed that you have a lot of crotons, a wide variety of crotons. Did you come here and find these crotons, most of them, or?
Yes, I found most of them here, so I inherited them. And,
And
part of the reason why they developed them here is that the soil here isn't actually that good. So you have to, and sometimes, you know, the times gets dry. And the crotons actually can handle the hard conditions.
Yes. Crotons and Bougainvillea.
Right. They can. So the thing to do is to get different varieties and colors and mix them up.
Yes, they add such color to the garden.
Right. So it's
This is a mango, but do you get mangoes bearing here?
mangoes.
Do they bear here?
Not so well, unfortunately.
It's a little cool here, isn't it?
Right. I don't do well with the mangoes, although I love mangoes.
Yes.
And you know, it's a big disappointment. They blossom quite a
I
lot.
see blossoms on this one.
Yes,
those two.
But they burn out, you see. This is the problem.
Doesn't hold anything.
It doesn't hold it. Yeah, this is part of the ruins where there may have been houses.
More buildings, because these look like some strong columns here.
Right. And it extends down, so that this whole bank here have some old stones. Unfortunately, people have come and stolen stones. I have tried to preserve all of these.
Yes, yes.
So that in case, just for history.
Yeah, this would have been a wall.
Yes.
This is definitely ruins.
Yeah, this is part of the old ruins.
Maybe it was just one more of that building.
Yeah, it could have, but that one is complete.
Yes.
So these were probably a row of habitations.
Yes. For the poor workers.
Yeah, well, I have to tell you that, there's a little mystery about what this estate produced in the 18th century. Mr. Dallas, who got later letters of, what they call it again, patents for land in the, and settled here. It's not cane producing country. Around here is quite mountainous. But there you have the aqueduct and what appears to be a sugar mill, but there's no sugar. And the sugar was what planters when they came
well,
out
maybe they just milled it here, but
yes,
I think the university campus that actually had sugar, didn't it?
Yes, they planted
so
sugar.
and that's not too far from here.
That's correct.
So it's possible that they just did the grinding here.
Yes, because
And
the
hence
river
the
was here,
aqueduct.
and that would facilitate water power.
Right, there's a river there. What river is that?
Cane River, actually. It's called
that's Cane River.
So,
Cane River.
yes.
You put in here.
Yes.
I guess you repaired the steps here.
Yeah.
And how did you get all of that?
When the concrete is wet, you see one of those drinks boxes with the holes at the bottom?
Yes.
You just plunge it on top,
press it.
and it leaves up the imprint on the concrete. And you just let it dry.
So you can't slip when you come in.
Right.
That was your idea? I've never seen that before.
No, that was Robin's idea, who was the man who did the mason work.
Okay. Very nice, very interesting.
I think it's called Chinese gimbalin, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Look at the flowers. Look at how it blooms here from the trunk.
Yes.
And then, I guess then you get the fruits.
Yes.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it's a very sour fruit, but it's very good for juices.
Yes.
This is an interesting plant, actually, because it grew accidentally on the wall that I had knocked
It's
down.
an orchid. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
So I put a piece of the rock. Actually, it's still on the rock.
Yes, and you put it in the jar.
And put all of this stuff on it to help it.
Yeah, it is an orchid.
It's an orchid. Well, it grew accidentally. I don't know how it got.
Well, remember, orchids grow naturally in the wild.
Yes,
so.
and it was on the wall.
But this one is fabulous. And it loves this space. Nice stone backdrop.
Okay.
So,
yes, I put this one here.
You put this one. These two, in fact, is 3 different types here.
Yes.
I love how the place is on so many different levels.
Yeah,
because there you have another big lawn with the
sections.
two beautiful Otaiti apples. Those are sweet though.
No,
those
are not so
either?
sweet. No,
Oh,
but
boy.
they're eatable, but they're not that sweet.
Not that sweet. Okay.
It tend to be a bit bland.
And this is Carambola.
Carambola.
I thought this was Gimbeline, and I call it Gimbeline one of our videos.
Oh.
But so this is Carambola or star fruit.
Right.
And then that one up there, I think they look like they're related though.
This one too.
The Chinese Gimbeline and the other one around there.
I don't know. I found these here when I bought the property.
Wow. So even the area across from the river, you actually maintain that.
Yes. Because I want it to be part or integrate that side to this. So it's a continuation of the garden.
Yes.
Except that over there I use mostly fruit trees. I don't put any much flowering trees. I put a little red and 2 whites there.
Make a connection between this side and that side, a little color.
Yeah, so that I'm planting the grass to come down here. You see, integrates it with up here.
Yes.
So that it's just interrupted by the river. That is the idea anyhow.
I've always wanted to have a river in my backyard. So this is your fish pond.
Yes.
Wow, look at that. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, actually, he just fed them.
What kind of fish is this? Tilapia? Tilapia. Okay. So you get all the fish you need just right here.
Well, I have another pond across the river.
So those would be bigger ones at this point?
Yes, at this point,
it.
yes. Those in another month or 2 will be ready
Okay.
for reaping.
That's a good idea.
Down here is my ginger bed. And we just reaped gingers, so we're about to get it ready again for planting.
It's not too shaded for ginger, the trees?
It is. We're going to trim back this.
Trim back the trees.
Because it needs a little bit more sun.
Okay. So did you reap quite a bit?
Yes, not a great crop. So we're going to enrich the soil again and plant in spring.
Okay.
We reap around from January, February, that is the reaping period, or from Christmas, round about
They're
Christmas.
in for a whole year?
Yes.
Okay.
Before they come ready.
Okay.
The name of this purple plant?
Petra.
Petra.
Petra. I love that. I love Petra. Look at this croton.
This is where I am talking about the...
Look at this croton.
Where the water wheel was, and the water would come from above, from the aqueduct, and spin the wheel here, and then it would wash through under where you're standing, down, because there's a little bridge over there.
Yeah. So the water wheel was meant for energy.
Well, this is what we thought was for grinding.
Grinding?
And
okay.
Let me show you some pieces of, you see that big pot there?
Yes, yes.
That would have been one of the rollers.
Right.
See another roller there?
Okay.
And another one. Heavy stuff.
Yes.
And this is part of the machinery. It's very heavy. I mean, you would be, nothing could ever move that.
And there's no written,
Yes,
there's nothing written about
here. It doesn't figure
here.
too much in West Indian history.
Okay.
Because, you know, after a time, it was no longer viable, I think.
Well, remember, sugar was not king anymore.
Yes. Love food.
So they don't just find their own food, you have to give them food.
Yes, but they find they would eat fruits and anything. They actually help themselves. Akis and mango, guava, any fruit they will get into.
This is a jackfruit tree. Oh my.
Yes.
I've always been fascinated when I see these big jackfruits growing from the trunk. Or,
right.
You know?
Yeah. I planted this one
tree.
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And it bears a lot here?
Well, it's bearing, it's only quite recently, in the past 4 years or so, that it started bearing. This has been I think, most it has borne. So it's a fairly young tree.
But these aren't ready because usually those things are bigger
are
and more
young.
spread when it's ready.
Right.
Okay. What a pity. I love jackfruit. That's a cedar tree.
That's right.
Okay. And it's not getting cut anytime soon.
Probably not. If it's considered decorative, but it could be ready for lumber. And there's a lumberman in the area who comes up here and asks for, usually for oak.
Yes.
So, and almond actually is a good, is Morris who asked me for that tree, that almond. So it's cut there to be cut into lumber.
Oh, that's an almond.
Yeah,
almond
is
tree?
good. Yes, good
really?
lumber. Yeah.
Is it very hardwood?
Very hardwood.
Okay.
And he's building something and asked me for the tree.
Okay.
So he's going to strip, the lumberman come and cut it into board.
Yes, yes. I can never tell when raspberries are fit.
When they're fit, they have a yellow, it gets a little yellow, but this one here is green.
It is green.
You see, that's green.
Okay.
But the time is not yet ready for these raspberries. I would say give them another month.
Another month, okay. ambassador, you have lived all over the world?
Not all over the world, but you know.
I mean, you were in the Foreign Service for a long time.
Yes, I've traveled around quite a bit, but in residentially, I lived in Trinidad, Venezuela, and
the United States.
At the
Because
UN.
The UN. You're ambassador and the Jamaica's permanent representative to the UN.
Right.
How long was that for?
That was from 2002 to 2006.
Okay.
It was my retirement post, the last post I held with the government.
So you were always in the Foreign Service?
I was maybe about 30 years.
30 years.
I taught for a while before that when I left university. And that was in Barbados that I taught.
Okay.
So
was that a good time? In the like being the ambassador to the UN?
Great. I enjoyed that. It was, I mean, like a dream come true. It's the post that when I went into the system.
That's the post you wanted. Okay.
Above all. Yeah, I've served there for 7 years as a counselor for political affairs.
Okay.
In the 1970s, and that I developed just a love for the UN and the activity. As representing Jamaica in the UN and the UN itself, and I'm a strong believer in it, in peace and the prevention of war.
Right.
So it's as I said, it fulfilled my dreams to be appointed.
Ambassador Neil, I love this place. I'm so happy that we got a chance to tour it. Thank you for having us and continue to enjoy this beautiful place.
Well, it was a great pleasure to have you. And I can tell you that you and Latoya would always be welcome here.
Okay, we're going to take you up on that one.
Please return.